Well, hello again, Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. I have got some great trucking news for y'all that I wanted to share, and I'm going to jump right into it. It's brought to you by truckernews.com. You can go to their webpage and see this article for yourself. It says EPA Administrator Zeldin announces diesel exhaust fluid changes. Now, let me explain to you about DEF fluid, diesel exhaust fluid. Um, Oftentimes, matter of fact, more times than not, the system can be very complicated. It can throw a code, and over time, it will derate your engine. I remember I believe I was with DART. I was running across South Dakota and out in the middle of nowhere. The nearest dealership was like 200 miles away, and I was getting a derate code, and there was no Peterbilt or Kenworth dealer in sight to get it repaired. And it started saying going to derate in 4 hours. Now, when it derates, it'll take you down to 55 miles an hour for a little bit, but eventually it'll take you all the way down to 5 miles an hour, which can be a traffic hazard. And what they want you to do, the reason for this is they don't want you to procrastinate. They want you to get to a shop, get this fixed. But it, in certain situations, can present a hazard, can be a danger, can be expensive if you've got to be towed or something like that. Well, what the Lee Zeldin, the EPA administrator, is suggesting is that they do away with that derate that slows you down for non-catastrophic things. So if it's not going to hurt the truck, it won't slow you down. Now, as we're going to see in the article, they're going to start this on the 2027 year models, but they're also going to start retro doing trucks in the past with a software update that should fix this. Now, this article gives a lot of great information. It does not, however, say when this will take place. So don't think it's going to be immediate. It is going to take some time. Also, some trucks can receive over-the-air updates and don't even have to go to a shop. So I'm not sure if they'll be able to do this update over the air or not. But stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed so that you get notifications. And when more information comes out about this, I'll release another video to further explain what's going on. Also, give me a thumbs up and share this video to your trucking friends and even people outside of trucking. This is going to have far-reaching effects to basically most diesel vehicles that use diesel exhaust fluid. So let's read this article. It says the trucking industry is praising the latest regulatory change from the Federal Environmental Protection Agency that we affectionately like to call the EPA. At the Iowa State Fair in Des Moines today, the EPA, I know I probably pronounced that wrong, Administrator Lee Zeldin announced new action the agency said will protect American farmers, truckers, and other diesel equipment operators from sudden speed and power losses caused by diesel exhaust fluid systems. All right, let's scroll past the commercial here. A statement from the EPA said it has issued clear guidance to engine and equipment manufacturers, urging them to revise DEF system software in existing vehicles and equipment to prevent these sudden shutdowns, giving operators more time to repair faults without impacting productivity or safety. Wouldn't it be great if you could deliver your load and then get this fixed or something along those lines? He says, we've heard loud and clear from small businesses across the United States that the current DEF system is unacceptable, said Zeldin. It is unacceptable that farmers, truckers, construction workers, and many other small businesses continually experience failures of diesel-powered equipment when they need it most, costing millions of dollars and lost productivity. You know, I've talked about that in videos before. The repairs hurt, but the downtime hurts worse. And sometimes you got to wait days, or in some more extreme cases, weeks for parts to come in, and they can just kill your business. especially if you're not with a larger carrier that can provide loaner equipment or something like that. He said the EPA was responding to those concerns by calling on manufacturers to take action to update their software and eliminate what he called the unnecessary sudden loss of power and frustrating shutdowns that too many Americans have experienced. I think we've all been there. If you haven't had some kind of after treatment issue with your truck, you likely know somebody that has. I don't know a trucker that hadn't had some kind of uh, after treatment issues with their truck at some point since 2007, 2008, when all this nonsense began. Uh, Shoot, it's hard to believe that's what, 17 years ago, something like that, 18 years ago, because I guess the 2026s are out now. Hard to believe it's been almost 2 decades of this and they still ain't got it figured out. Says starting with model year 2027, EPA requirements state that all new diesel on-road trucks must be engineered to avoid sudden and severe power loss after running out of DEF, according to a statement from the EPA. To fix the problem for vehicles already in use, the EPA's new guidance, developed in collaboration with manufacturers, will work to ensure that the necessary software changes can be made on the existing fleet. So that's great. It doesn't sound like they're getting a bunch of pushback from the manufacturers. And so I would think this is going to happen sooner than later. Um, if they're going to have new trucks that way by 2027, hopefully by late 2026, they've got something similar for us as well that have existing trucks. Like I said, as more information comes out, I will share it with you. So make sure you're subscribed. OOIDA, the Owner Operator Independent Drivers Association, and the 150,000 small business truckers they represent thank Administrator Zeldin for listening to the men and women behind the wheel who keep America's economy moving, said OOIDA President Todd Spencer. EPA's guidance established more common sense inducement schemes that will help drivers maintain safe control of their vehicles as they diagnose and remedy faulty DEF SCR systems. More flexible inducement speeds and times will help truckers finish their trips, plan for necessary maintenance, and avoid parking their truck for an extended period of time simply because of a false alarm. And here's a rare instance where me and the ATA agree on anything. The American Trucking Association, which by the name you would think it's for truckers, it's actually for mega carriers, in my opinion. Here's what they say about this. It says the ATA also expressed support for the new diesel exhaust fluid guidance issued by Zeldin. I imagine it's going to save the mega carriers a lot of money as well. Patrick Kelly, ATA's Vice President of Energy and Environmental Affairs, said trucking fleets across the country applaud the EPA Administrator Zeldin for responding to the concerns of our industry and providing common sense solutions that reflect the complexities and the realities of trucking. EPA's new guidance will avoid unnecessary towing cost, equipment downtime, while preserving the full environmental benefits that selective catalytic reduction systems provide. And so I'm going to drop, it's got a little more to go on this, but I'm going to go ahead and drop off there and just say this is a great thing. We're seeing a lot of positive changes to trucking since the new administration come in. Hopefully rates will come up soon, driver wages will come up soon as he continues to make positive moves in the economy. What do you think about this, folks? Have you ever been shut down because of your after treatment system or your DEF system more specifically? Let me know down in the comments below or email me at todd@truckertodd.net. Also, if you've got a story you'd like me to talk about, you can email me at todd@truckertodd.net. I love hearing from you guys and finding out how y'all are doing and the things that interest y'all in the world of trucking. So I'm going to hop off here. Until next time, take care of yourself, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.